Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. This is part 6 of my Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal, and this is a group effort. So there is 8 of us ladies. Unfortunately, one lady had to drop out, but that's okay. Things come up and we haven't started swapping yet, so things happen. Anyways, let's do a quick recap of this, and then we will set up a couple of pages today, and there's still lots more to do. So, again, I'm not sure how many parts there are going to be for this, but this is an Archer and Olive. This is part of their composition line. I don't think they're available on the site anymore, but you can find them on some like Macari and on, I think, eBay. But, anyways, this is my intro page, and I think this turned out really cute. It's just a bunch of stuff that I enjoy, either now or back in the 90s, early 2000s. I love the gold foiling there. Then we have our Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal 2026 and the guest check-in here. We've got a spot to put the guidelines and the letter for the girls, so I will have some things in there at a later time. We've got the Y2K yearbook with my picture. This is of my husband and I from 1999. And then this is a current page. And I haven't added in my photo yet. And I guess I can take out one of these little Polaroids. However, I don't know how well it will come out, so I may just end up leaving it. Not a big deal. We've got our purple page here, since that is my favorite color. Favorite book, I added mine, and it's so hard to pick just one or two favorite books. So I chose some that I read a couple of years ago, and I feel like these are very, like, no one talks about them. So that's why I chose these books. It's Final Girls from Riley Sager and The Book of Cold Cases from Simone St. James. And then I chose 10 Things I Hate About You for my favorite movie. This is probably more of my favorite movie from that time frame, not necessarily my all-around favorite movie. And then Friends, that is my favorite show from that time, as well as my favorite current TV show. So put that there. And then What's on Your Playlist? I have not picked my playlist yet. Probably pick 3 to 5 songs for playlist and put it in here, but I still have to figure that out. And then birthday, so everyone gets to pick a cake or cupcake to either color or decorate however they would like, and then put their birthday in there somehow, somewhere, like here or up there, however they want to do it. And then what is your drink order? So I chose this to-go cup, and then I actually added in a sticker from my drink from last month to put in there. And then I have a little envelope here with several different drinks that people could pick, or they can add in their own. And then I did have my bestie, she watched one of my shows, one of my episodes, parts of this series, and she suggested adding some water bottles and then some like fruitier drinks. So I have a pink lemonade and then a regular lemonade. And then I also added in a couple of empty Stanleys, so if anyone wanted to add those. And I'm sorry, the sizes are totally different. I couldn't remember the size. And then she also suggested adding a matcha. So I did that. I know she drinks an iced matcha, but I just did a hot matcha because the images to choose from through Cricut for an iced matcha were not very exciting. So anyways, that's in there. Then we've got fur babies, and then I added my Grand Dog Friday in here. And then Who Remembers, and there's just some stickers of some fun things from back in the 90s. I think these are all pretty much 90s or into the early 2000s. And here we are on the blank page. So I'm going to grab my clip here. This is just like a jumbo clip, like a bulldog clip that I got from Amazon, but it helps hold the pages open. And I'm going to grab a drink of water. Okay, so I have cut down a couple of stickers and stuff to put in here. So the first one is, where has the journal traveled? So this one here, I thought it would be fun to just see where everyone is located. So I did that, and then I have this map of the US that I found in my stash and thought that would be fun to add on here. So I'm just going to glue this down. I'm going to take this clip and put it up at the top and grab some Elmer's glue. I just use a Elmer's glue stick. I like the purple one personally because then I can see if the glue is on properly. I'm going to just kind of push this over to the side real quick. And this is the sticker paper, like the back of the sticker paper, so that I can put this on without getting glue all over my desk. However, this is not working out as planned. And yeah, so you can use whatever glue or adhesive you like. I just like to use this purple glue stick because the price is right. We're actually talking about adhesives in our group chat, and I personally just use this because it's affordable and it works. So, okay, this has got to get right into the center there. And then I take a scraper tool, which I have no idea what happened to it. I mean, my desk seriously is such a mess right now. It's ridiculous. Okay, I'm just going to use this washi cutter. This is from Sweet Bean Plans. And just push this on here like so. And uh-oh, it's kind of making, okay. So it kind of is marking up a little bit. I'm just going to take a white eraser to erase any markings that that washi cutter was leaving behind. I think it was leaving it because it's got color on it, or maybe it's because I used it as a straight line and got ink on the edge. I'm not quite sure, but not a big deal. This will erase most of the markings left behind. Okay, so there's that. Let's get this fixed. I guess I need to find my little tool, my scraper tool that I use. It's just very, very handy to have. Okay, I might have to grab another one. I have a few of them, so not a big deal. Okay. And there is that. And you know what? I have some washi from Simply Gilded, and it is like a map. So let me grab that to put on the bottom there. I think that will help tie that in nicely. And you know, one of the bad things about having a lot of washi is trying to find the one that you want. You know, because when you have so much washi, trying to locate it. Okay, here we go. Oh. Okay. Sorry, guys. Okay. I also forgot that I had this washi from the Honeybee shop, and it is perfect, like 90s vibes. Look at that. Okay, so I have two different ones, and I can either use them both or use one of them. Because I've got plenty of space here. I haven't even used these yet. But I think that they would be a fun washi to add here. So what I was thinking is just having all of the girls put a dot on the map of where they are located so that we can see the journey. You know, and then that way we're not giving away any personal information, because don't need to have any personal information out there on the internet. But it would be fun to see where everyone is at. Okay, that one was really challenging. But I think that because we've had pink on these previous pages, that maybe we'll do this blue. If I can find the end. There we go. And adding, I hope my head is not in frame here. Okay, it's not, or it shouldn't be. Okay, now we'll take a washi cutter. This one's also from Sweet Bean Plans. Okay, there's that. And should I add both colors? Okay. Maybe. That might be fun just because I've got so much space down here. Could add a few. Maybe we'll do that. And then even adding the pink up here too. I mean, why not, right? Okay, there's that one. And why not just have all of the fun? And then I can add one more of this blue. So adding this, and this washi is older, and so it doesn't feel very sticky. So I hope that it stays on there until it gets back to me. But if not, then the girls hopefully can just add some glue to it. My gosh, I am struggling to get this one straight. It is not wanting to cooperate with me. I think it's good now. Okay, got that. It should be good now. And I'm going to take another look for my... Okay, I have to grab another little scraper tool because I still can't find my other one. Okay, let's see here. Now, I have some other stickers for some fun things, but I think I'm going to leave this one open for now. I'll figure out something to add on there at a later point. But for now, we're just going to leave that. And then these ones, these pages here, I wanted to have a spot for everyone to share their social media. So I have these pages. And it says share your socials, and I already put mine on there. And then I have, of course, another page for the other side, and there are 8 of us, so put this one on this side. There we go. And then I figured we would have a couple of dump pages. I know that sounds really weird to just call it a dump page, but it kind of is just that. So a few things that I personally enjoy is what I wanted on these dump pages. So these are going to be just fun, simple, and I'm going to start out here with this one. And after I printed this out, I realized it's a little challenging to see what it says on there, but it's still, like, you can read it just because it's inside the flower. It's a little bit harder to see. But these are sunflower dump pages. So I've got some washi to add here. And I'm going to add the washi up top here as well. Okay, or I'm going to flip it around because I can't see that far. Well, at that angle, I can see far enough to the page, but I can't see at that angle. That's probably a better way to phrase it. Okay, so there's that. And then I have a couple of sunflowers I was going to add to the page. This is a roll of PET tape from Wrong. And honestly, I got this when it came out, so I don't even know if it's still available. But I mean, I've used a lot of this roll, and there's still a ton on here. But I've got some pieces that I just clipped off because it was just kind of taking up too much empty space. But I figured this would be fun for everyone to just put down some stickers or washi or whatever they have of sunflowers. And of course, if they don't, it's not a requirement. None of these pages are required. It's just, you know, it's supposed to be fun. So I just hope that everyone has fun doing it. And I have, so on this roll, there's a lot of frames, and I use this mostly for planning, like in my planner. And so sometimes these frames, I don't know what to do with them. So in this case, I'm just going to put it down, and it's just going to be like that. Okay, so the next page I have is going to be, let's see, what do I want to do next? I think I will do hummingbird. So I have, I don't really have good hummingbird washi. Like, it's kind of challenging to find, but I do have this one. This is from Simply Gilded, from the newest hummingbird washi that she's come out with. So she's had some in the past as well, but this is the newest one, and this is from Hummingbird Song, I think was the collection. This was a sub box that she had. So I'm going to do this. This washi is very pretty, but it has a lot of butterflies on it. So I want more of the hummingbirds. And then I've got this sticker to go here. And then another one down on the bottom over on this side. That's not the right one. So I was watching a video of another Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal. And if I remember, I'll put her link down below. But oh my goodness, I loved the vibe of her book. It was so pretty. So just, I loved it. So I'm going to leave her information for her video down below. And maybe you can get some inspiration from her as well, because her stuff was just so pretty. Okay, let's see what I've got in here. So again, this is a roll of PET tape from Wrong. And again, this has a lot of the frames, but I want to use them because they're very pretty. It just, you know, isn't something I would typically use in a planner spread. But let's use it now. It's just so pretty. And they are quite large, so I don't want to take up too much space though. I think with this one, I'm going to cut off the framing around it. So I love hummingbirds, and it started with my grandma. So on her back porch from the living room, like she had a big window and she had the back porch there, and you could just see hummingbirds constantly. So she had, oh my gosh, so many hummingbird feeders, like probably 6 or 7 that you could see from the window. And just so many hummingbirds would come by. And when she passed away, on her headstone is a hummingbird and calla lilies. So I just, you know, hummingbirds reminds me of her, and I just absolutely love it. So anyways, I will put hummingbird dump there, and there's still plenty of room for anyone to add to it. And then the next one I want to do is a bow dump. So I love bows. I just think that it elevates anything. So, you know, you can just put a bow on anything, and it makes it that much prettier. So I would like to have a bow dump here. And I have so much washi with bows on it, and I don't know what exactly I want to include in here. So, I don't know if I want to even have any washi or just leave it for bows to be placed. So let's put this bow up here in this corner somehow. I know it's not going to be exactly in the corner, but I think that that will make it cute. And then we can put one in the lower corner over here, and I think that I like that. Again, of course, it's not going to be exactly because it's not designed for this, but I think that that's really cute. And then we can add a couple of smaller stickers to add in some more bows, because you cannot have too many. Let's see. I do have a lot, but I want to add maybe a larger one, and then probably a couple of smaller ones. I'm trying to find some flat ones because I have a lot of 3-dimensional bows. And of course, I don't want to bulk it up too much with me because I'm the first person to have it, and it still has a lot of people it needs to go to. So I think I'll add some of those, and then some of these ones. I mean, doesn't it look so much cuter when it has a bow on it? Okay, and then let's add this one here. And we'll go kind of in the middle, like so. I was going to add one of these ones too, but I think I'll leave it with just that so that there's enough space for other people. And then the last one I want to add for these dump pages are spooky season. So Halloween is my favorite holiday. And yes, I do love Christmas and everything too, but Halloween is just so much fun. I am definitely a spooky girly, so I love Halloween. I love, you know, scary movies and even spooky books. I love anything spooky. There. Okay. So I've got those. And I actually just got this washi in the mail yesterday from the honeybee shop. So I'm super excited that it came in time for me to use it in this. And okay, so look at how stinking cute this is. It is ghost and purple and bows. Like, look at how cute that is. So this is from the honeybee shop. And she had a Washi Wednesday sale going on last week. And my order arrived yesterday, like I said. And I just couldn't resist this washi. It's so cute. Oh, I forgot I did get this washi too that has bows on it. I could have used it on the other page. That's okay. I will use that another time. Like, if you guys like washi, you need to go check out the honeybee shop because her washi is so cute. And I think she hand draws most of hers, if not all of it. So yeah, go check her out. And I think her link is in the description box in most of my videos, but I will definitely have her linked in this video because her shop deserves some love. Okay, I don't have any Halloween stickers with me right now. I'm going to have to get them out because I keep it with I have like a whole tub of Halloween stuff. So I will have to pull out some stickers later to add them in here. But let's do a quick recap of what we did today. And that way, I wonder, that way you can see just kind of a little bit of everything. And I will add some more tomorrow in the next part. But I hope you enjoyed this. So far, we've got where has the journal traveled, and share your socials, and then a sunflower dump, a hummingbird dump, a bow dump, and spooky season dump. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure you follow along for more of the Sisterhood of the Traveling Journal, and I'll be back tomorrow for part 7. All right, I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.